Using avocado is a super easy way to make your smoothie so much better for your health and weight loss goals. It's really rich in fiber for gut health, and it's packed with monounsaturated fats to help you feel full and satisfied for longer. But if I'm being honest, most smoothie recipes that use avocado kind of gross me out. They seriously lack flavor, they fall flat, and they're just kind of like ick. So today I'm sharing my actually super tasty, high protein, pina colada inspired smoothie that uses avocado. Let's dive into the recipe. My name's Autumn. I'm a certified clinical nutritionist with my master's in nutrition human performance, and we're going to start off with a base of coconut milk. Now, this is the type of coconut milk from a carton, not from a can. There's a huge difference, so make sure that you're getting the coconut milk from a carton, not from a can. They have completely different uses, so you do not want to use the one from the can. However, I will say buying the carton coconut milk always makes me annoyed because it is so unnecessarily expensive, and it is the easiest nut milk to make. In fact, like 5 years ago, I shared a super simple 5-minute recipe for how to make your own coconut milk. If you want that recipe, I'll have it linked right up here. But we're gonna use 10 ounces of coconut milk, which is important for this one in order to give it like that pina colada vibe. Okay, next up for a hint of sweetness, we are adding a half of a frozen banana. I do like to use frozen because it does make it nice and creamy. Now, if you are very carb sensitive, then you could just remove this. But if not, go ahead and add that half of a banana. Okay, next up for the avocado. I'm going to use a quarter of an avocado because I don't like to use much more than that. Otherwise, it makes the smoothie too thick for me. I don't like a super thick smoothie, but if you like your smoothie really thick, and if you need a little bit extra fat to make you feel satisfied, then you can go ahead and use a half of an avocado, but I'm going to use a quarter. Okay, and then to continue the pina colada vibe, we're putting in some frozen pineapple. I have about a half of a cup right here. I just love adding pineapple to smoothies. It always tastes so good. Okay, and then to really help you feel satisfied, to really make this a meal, I'm adding in coconut butter. Coconut butter is rich in medium chain triglycerides, which does help us to make us feel more full and satisfied. And especially with a smoothie, you wanna make sure that it's actually a meal. So I'm using a tablespoon of this and putting it straight into the smoothie. Now, this is also different than coconut oil. I would recommend using coconut butter instead of coconut oil. Coconut oil is just the pure fat, whereas coconut butter is essentially taking the coconut meat and just blending it up. So you also get a little bit of fiber and other micronutrients in there. Okay, one of my all-time favorite smoothie ingredients, chia seeds, is next. Chia seeds provide some omega-3 fatty acids, which is that anti-inflammatory fat. It also is very rich in fiber. And we need to have this smoothie be packed with protein, fat, and fiber to make it a full, satiating meal so that you don't get hungry, you have stable blood sugar levels, and it's so much more supportive of a fat loss goal. So I'm going to use 1 tablespoon. Although if you do have gut health issues, or if you find you're really sensitive to lectins, you could use edible basil seeds instead of chia seeds. Okay, next up, to get protein, which is very important for a fat loss goal. Protein is the most important part of making us feel full and satisfied. It also helps prevent muscle loss during a weight loss process. So it's really important for actually prioritizing burning fat as fuel and not burning muscle while you're losing weight. So I'm using my zero added sugar protein powder. I'm using the vanilla option for this smoothie. I'm using 2 scoops, which will provide us about 20 grams of complete protein. I specifically developed my protein powder to actually taste great in recipes and not overpower the recipe, but add to the flavor. My community absolutely loves our protein powder, and it's zero added sugar. It only uses monk fruit extract, no stevia, no sugar alcohols, because I wanted to make sure that I optimized it for gut health too. So if you want to check out my absolutely delicious protein powder, I will have it linked down in the description below. You can also find it pop up right here somewhere. Each bag also comes with a free download of 10 delicious high protein recipes, so you definitely don't want to miss out on this. Okay, for the last component of this smoothie, we have skyr. Now, skyr is a high protein yogurt. I love skyr, it's my favorite, but you can also use Greek yogurt like Faye if you only have that available to you. That is also still a very high protein yogurt. If you are plant-based, you can also use a Greek style plant-based yogurt. You just want to make sure it actually does have protein in it. I believe the brand Kite Hill, and I think Siggy's even has their own, but I'm not totally positive. But the brand Kite Hill, I do know, has a plant-based option. So if you are plant-based, you can check that out. But I like to use a full fat skyr because full fat fermented dairy products are really high in vitamin K2, which is pretty hard to find in other foods outside of fermented dairy. And vitamin K2 is very important for getting calcium out of the arteries and putting them into our bones. So it's very, very important for both heart health and bone health. And I'm gonna use about a half cup, which will give us another 13 or so grams of protein, which will make the smoothie have a total of about 30-ish grams of protein, a little bit more actually. And now I'm just gonna blend this up. Oh, it already just smells so good. Just while I'm pouring it, I got like so many pina colada vibes just from the scent. Oh my gosh, even just from that one little taste. And then I'm just gonna add a little topping since this is like pina colada inspired. I don't have very much left, which is sad, but I love using these dang unsweetened coconut chips. They're so crunchy. They are the best coconut chip for a smoothie topping. Gosh, I have like a sprinkle left. Sad, but time for the taste test. Oh, pina colada for sure. It has the richness of a pina colada, but it's not overly sweet. It's so tasty, so creamy, so delicious. And I still have a lot more that's left inside of my blender. It's just what I could fit in my cup. So this is definitely going to satiate me for like 4 hours, especially since it's packed with protein, fat, and fiber to help support a fat loss and wellness goal. And it just tastes so good. This is gonna be so perfect for like spring and summer, especially on a hot day. Oh my gosh, you need this. Now, if you do want to grab my protein powder to make this absolutely delicious recipe, I will have it linked down in the description below. Otherwise, if you want 3 more delicious high protein smoothie recipes, you can find it with this video next. Also, if you're new to my channel and you love this science-backed and delicious information, make sure you subscribe right here. Come out new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right, I'm gonna go finish this and I'll see you guys in my next video. So good.